Shalom, shalom, all you Israelites out there. Um, we thank and praise God, Yahweh, for another day that He has made. And we just want to go into a brief news story. Okay. We want to go on a brief news story. Alex Jones, uh, he lost his fight. So, in other words, what they were doing, what he was in court for is his accusations, his false accusations he made about an incident. Okay, so evidently it's against the law to to do that. Okay, so they said that he was claiming that the Sandy Hook, you all know the story, was false, and by doing that he hurt some people. He hurt the people that was involved in that, and he slandered them, and it hurt their grieving process. Okay, he damaged them, and so the judge found against him. We want to look at the story because we want to say, what does that mean for Israelites? Okay, what does that mean for Israelites who've had their identity stolen? And not only that, but the media and the government keep perpetrating the fraud. They keep saying that they brought all of us over here, and they keep saying those Native American Indians that they deemed the five civilized tribes are the owners of the first inhabitants of this land. When all the books, the dictionaries, and all the early explorers say that they met copper tone people when they were here. Not only that, they've stole our identity in Jerusalem, right? Yeah. 1948, they declared that land theirs, and they declared themselves as being and the Israelites, the Jews, not the Israelites, the Jews. And and not only that, every time we mention anything about who we are and that we're the Israelites, they said that we are anti-Semitic. Shemitic. They say Semitic, but it's really Shemitic. They're saying we are against Shem. And proposing that they are the only Shemitic group here on earth. Okay? When the East Indians, all of the Native Americans, so the real Northern Kingdom, uh, we are Shemitic. Arabs are Shemitic. Okay? Shemitic. So either they made up another term for God's people to fit their identity, or the media and the government has perpetrated a fraud against us, just like Alex Jones. So what this does is set precedents. Let me show you what God said. So I know a lot of Israelite groups say, let's look at the story first. I'm going to share my screen. We go here. You all seen the news, but just in case you haven't, we're going to start right here.
Massacre was fake.
Hear what he said?
26 people died, 20 of them first graders. I was there hours after.
Hear what he
It
said?
was fake. 26 people.
Let's try it again.
Nearly a decade, Alex Jones pushed a conspiracy theory that the 2012 Sandy Hook massacre was fake.
Yeah.
26 people died, 20 of them first graders. I was there hours after the massacre. I can tell you personally, it was incredible.
Let's stop right here. Let's see, y'all talking about Alex Jones, but so-called the United States government service corporation have been saying that they brought us over here, and they don't know who we are. The First Amendment said we have the right to assemble. We have a right to put our nation back together. Not only that, these colonizers are supposed to help us, as they're taking our tax money. They're supposed to help us put our communities back together if they are the civilized people that they say they are. Now we know they try to be, because they've helped everybody else in their dilemma when they're facing genocide, just like Ukraine facing genocide, and they are not even in genocide because it's their own people killing them, unless the people turn around and kill all the white people, so-called white people on the earth, then they can't be in genocides. They're all over the earth. But they help these people to keep them from becoming extinct. But yet they set up a system to cause us to become extinct. And then whenever we mention it, they start trying to kill us, threatening us at gunpoint with the cannons pointing at us and try to make us come to some kind of be quiet agreement with them. That's not happening no more. Because right here, this man, they have said that this man cannot perpetrate or conspiracy theory or harming these people's living, their life. He can't do that. You can't do that. News media, you can't jump up and say these people are terrorists. Black people are terrorists when we try to claim our identity back. And we should start suing these people, walking in and put them lawsuits on them like this couple did, on the banks, the news media, and everybody else that say that our people have been killed, that they killed all of the Native Americans. Israelite groups, if you keep saying that, we should be able to walk in there and put a lawsuit on you, because we can prove that we are not some niggas y'all brought over here from. We have relatives here. We can prove it. We don't need pictures and records of our relatives saying that they were in slavery. This is our land. You got to prove that you brought us here to America. You got to prove that you brought me and my family here. If not, you got to stop saying what you're saying about us being Semitic, anti-Semitic. You got to stop saying that, or else we're going to sue you, because you're stopping us. You're criminalizing us for our First Amendment. Okay, let's go ahead.
Real. I saw parents before and after they learned of the murder of their children. That $4.1 million last night was part of the damages Jones is now facing for pushing such a disgusting lie. And tonight, Alex Jones' tab got even higher.
See, they charged him and found in the people's favor for pushing a disgusting lie. And that's what America, the banks, the insurance companies, the news media, Hollywood have been pushing a disgusting life. We should sue Hollywood too. Let's walk them lawsuits in there. They think they done got away, man. Let's walk them in there. Okay? Let's go ahead. Because I know I'm having
a jury in Texas handed Jones another $45.2 million penalty. Yesterday's
another penalty. It's so bad. They said that wasn't enough. You did a disgusting thing. But what about you? So-called service corporation, U.S. Service Corporation, media, Hollywood, the banks. You've stolen. You helped your forefathers hold our identity in hooray. And I know there's a lot of Israelite groups out there saying, "Oh, you can't get yourself out of slavery. You can't." Well, the Native Americans did, who the Israelite camps call the Native Americans. They got themselves out of slavery. They still get to hold their same name, Native Americans. Yeah, they still get to hold that. They get money. They got casinos. Yeah, they might have marched them off. That was a hoax. They marched them off and set them in a land where everybody could look at them and say, hey, these are the first people of the land. We should sue them for perpetrating that fraud. Okay? We should sue that Native American group for perpetrating the fraud on us. And every Israelite camp that continues to say this bull crap, we should put that lawsuit in on them. Because you're not acting like our brothers, right? You're not acting like our brothers. You need to go get your history together and stick with it and tell the truth and quit lying. We are the first people of this land. And I'm going to tell you what. Let me go ahead and finish
The ruling
this.
was on compensatory damages, how much cash Jones owes to the parents of a Sandy Hook victim for the psychological torment and harassment that the conspiracy theory.
What about our psychological torment for what the lie that you told and stole our identity and got us thinking we evolved from slaves, from 20 slaves you brought over here from Africa? You totally got rid of our whole northern kingdom and took them and spread them all over the southern Americas and stuff. They came back. We're here. We're mixed here. We're all up in here. We're on every land. You got all the tribes, especially Judah. But here's what God said. Let me go ahead and get through this story.
He pushed, caused them. Today's ruling was punitive. So how much money Jones owes those same parents as punishment for?
Punitive for the lie. We don't need reparation. We can start right here with these lawsuits and start suing them for punitives for that damage that lie has done. It caused modern Europeans to think they're government. It caused them to realign our districts. It caused them to blink race soldiers out, police, to kill us. It caused the civil rights movement. They hung us. They did all kind of stuff. You know, right here in our land, right in our time, right here, modern times. 200 years is still modern time. But let's just do it a little closer. I was trying to buy a house. All the realtors kept trying to get me to buy in them out of the red line district. When I got a pre-approved application approved for $320,000. But you want me to go to the red line district where the appreciation rate is shot and it's still crime. So, you know, and every house that I picked out in a good district, they sold it out from under me. It's still happening right here. Punitive damages. We need that right now today.
For spreading that conspiracy. And Jones' tab here is cumulative. So all in all, that means about $49 million total. Now, as much as it would be nice to bookend this, to say the ruling's going to definitely teach Mr. Jones his lesson, and there's no way Jones and his companies could pay the $49 million.
Who's going to teach America their lessons? The so-called Service Corporation, the IRS. Who's going to teach them? Who's going to teach those race soldiers their lesson? I'm going to tell you who is. God is. But before that,
$1 it's more complicated than that. First of all, if there's one thing we've learned watching this trial, it is that Alex Jones lies a lot. So while his TV network InfoWars has become essentially a fundraising marathon, asking viewers to send them cryptocurrency.
Okay, this is this game right here. That's something else now. But I know we got Israelites saying, he don't understand. You understand this then. Romans 9:26. This is God saying what's going to happen before Jesus Christ come back. And it shall come to pass, Romans 9:26, it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Where is that at? All over. All over. Where is it all over? In the place. It ain't one place. All over. They have cut us off from our heritage, declared that we were nothing, nobody, Africans, ex-slaves, children of slaves, don't have no homeland, didn't come from nowhere. Okay? In the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Why? Why? Because the Jews over there, they declared them their people. The Jewish people, they declared that. The whole world declared them the people. Right? It said, there it shall be, they shall be called the children of the living God. That's happening now, but the government's got to say it. That's what it's talking about. And listen here. Not only that, you think they're going to spend all that money and fight and nail and tooth to the end to turn around and just say, okay, wait a minute, we got it wrong. They are the Israelites. No, they're going to cry uncle. God going to have their toe and their ear pulled. He going to pull them up, have their toe in the fire. They got to cry uncle to say this. They got to be going through some hard times to say this. Okay, we give. They are your people. We'll let them go. They are your people, like Pharaoh did. God going to hold their foot to the fire till they do like Pharaoh did. Okay? And there's going to be somebody there, just like Pharaoh's daughter, Pharaoh's wife, that say, nah, don't let them niggas go. And that's how them nukes going to hit over here. Okay? They going to say, the world is going to know that they are the people, and they going to rejoice. Because at that point, you know that God is still fighting, and the wicked will be judged. The wicked will be judged and punished. Okay? So, want to say we need to start working on these lawsuits against these people who keep saying that we are terrorists to their nation, because we self-identify, we keep the First Amendment, and they try to criminalize us for it. So we're gonna stop that. We're gonna put these lawsuits on y'all's ass, and I know it's gonna happen because God said it's gonna happen. Romans 9:26. It's gonna happen. So let's get it started. Let's get it up and popping. Let's resist this devil and watch him flee. Watch him flee. Okay, God bless you all. It's been wonderful. Shalom. Another day God has made.